Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, an Ontario themed city, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Hope you liked the last episode where you built a bit of a wonky half clover interchange, which is now flowing absolutely perfectly. So I'm really glad it worked out in the end. And we're doing a first-person bus tour on the Pakenhampton east-west line, I think it is, because a first-person bus line was requested. Our first-person view of a bus line was requested, and I thought that this bus line had some pretty cool views. So we're going right by the farmer's market right now, which is all yakisoba tasty noodles. Just like every type of farmer market you would want. Oh, that person got hit by a bus. Anyway, so in today's episode, we got a lot planned. I think we're going to start the university. We haven't done a building episode in a while. A lot of it's been traffic management and upgrading infrastructure and stuff like that. And you know, there's a lot more I could do to regarding that. I kind of want to get some trains going, but I figured that we should start the university. We could just spend one episode starting the university. So this is the end of the first week of the first of two. So we're halfway through at the end of this episode of the short weeks, which I have scheduled in August. But don't worry, we'll be right back to 5 days a week very, very soon. Hey, look at that. That was a great view of the tram. But yeah, thanks for your support and everything on the channel. I really appreciate it. And hey, look at this. We're going on the Orange Road. And I will just back out. So this was part of our downtown of Pakenhampton, where we had our Rainbow Road and then our Indigenous History Road. Anyway, so let's hop into some things, because there's a few things I want to do before we start the university. So you may have noticed in the last few episodes that I had this area picked out for the campus, and I think we're gonna keep that. But we're gonna need to, first of all, build a couple things in support of the city before that, because right now we're kind of just through a couple of garbage items over here, and I want to move them somewhere else, and I'm thinking right down in here might be a good little spot. So let's just start off by doing that. So we're going to grab an asymmetrical road, and we're going to make sure it's ground level, and we're just going to pretty much, using all our guidelines, just do that. And then we're going to get where is it? Industrial road, that's it. And we're just going to get this to run alongside the rail. And I am going to spend some time reworking this a bit. I know that there's been lots of comments about the left turning trams, which, yeah, that's probably not the best. But luckily traffic hasn't been too bad, because everyone is using the trams. So no one's using their pocket cars. Like, look, this is crazy. There's so many people. I don't even think all these people will be able to get onto the tram. Yeah, so we might need to increase that. But we're gonna recess this back a bit. So I'm gonna leave a bit of space here so that we can run some extra rails behind here. Anyways, let's grab this. Oh, darn. Okay, 3-speed. We'll wait for that to empty. And we're just gonna grab this recycling center. Throw it right there. Fantastic. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a cemetery, and we're just going to plop it down right here. Just long enough on the road. I'm just going to extend it out. And then we're going to also have a crematorium, and we'll just throw that right there. And yeah, that's fine. Sometimes I put them inside of the cemeteries, but not today. Not today. Okay, so we'll throw this right here, and it's not on empty anymore. Perfect. Oh, it is. There we go. And we have a lot of noise pollution in this area. So one thing we can do to kind of mitigate that is by adding in roads with trees. Sometimes it helps with the noise pollution. Not always, but We will try to do this. Oh, those were 4-lane roads. That's fine. Well, we'll see if that helps out at all. If it doesn't, then we'll have to live with it. I'm going to have to put this one back to a 4-lane road. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. And that could be bad. All right, so we do have a lot of residential demand as well. There's something to keep an eye on. But let's take a look at traffic, because what the heck's going on over here? This is fine. I think it's just a matter of people queuing up for the road. But let's... you know, I went a couple days without forgetting water, and that's probably because we weren't doing anything that needed water. So I'll get that in here. But let's take a look at what the traffic was, because last episode it was pretty bad, and we were fixing it. But 79%, that's pretty good. You know, I bet a lot of it is right here, which, you know, maybe we can look at upgrading this little portion of it at a later date. But here's the intersection from before. Flowing absolutely fantastically, except for this little merging issue. But yeah, anyways, it's working good. I also cleaned it up a little bit more. Anyways, okay, so let's start on the campus area, because I think I fulfilled most of the needs that we needed. We do have some garbage demand still, but out over here, yeah, you know what? I think we can get a bit of or another sorting facility out over here. It's no problem at all. Let's try to find a good little spot for it. Okay, well, you know what? We'll throw it here, and if it causes issues, we'll have to move it. It's fine. All right, so. Oh yeah, I was thinking about putting them over here, but that's fine. Also, bit scatterbrained. We're almost at 5 stars for Wood Garden, so I think I'm just going to push for that really quickly, and then we'll get the campus started. And I think there'll be chapters down at the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to skip ahead if that's something you don't really care to see. So let's grab the gazebos here. It's a bit too big, or too small. I think what we'll do then is we'll get gazebo off here into the roundabout. We'll do the same thing right here, and there we go. We got 5 stars on Wood Garden, and I am planning on doing a bunch more with this in a future date, when we're going to be looking at doing some stuff over here. We're going to kind of revamp this whole area in the future, but pretty much what it is it's going to be like a bit of a flood protection, because in the winter this river would surge, so you wouldn't build homes over here. So sometimes what you see is parks, because they can afford to be a bit flooded, somewhat flooded. So we do have a lot of high school demand, which could cause some problems in the future. So we don't really have a high school over here. We don't have a high school down this way, which I think will change once we get some residential over here. But we could definitely use for getting a high school over this way. So why don't we start off with that. Place that down right here. And then what we'll do is we'll get the gym. That's 3,000 a week? Okay, holy cow. The pool is even pretty expensive. Okay, maybe let's change up plans here, and we'll go with like a soccer field. Yeah, I think that'll be a bit better. And we already have a basketball court nearby. Unless the baseball diamond fits in a bit better. It doesn't really. Okay, so let's stick with this then. It's not exactly what I was planning on doing today, but let's just finish it off, because we're going to need to support our university with a good high school system. So buildings, there we go. Is there not a net behind this? Well, we can use our fancy dancy ball net that we've got for one of the other this road might be a bit too close. Okay, that works. And let's find that ball nut again. And looks like we're gonna just have to click props here. Grab them all. Shift it over a bit. Huh. This doesn't really clip in together, do they? Yeah, that's fine. And then what we can do is we can just get let's get another road right here. And then how about we'll use the parking lots. Oh, that doesn't clip well together. Yeah, that does not clip well together. Okay, so we'll have to use this access road then. Perhaps we'll just whoops. Delete this, and then we'll go with the access road right here. Okay. Going for a big parking lot. It's for the whole high school too, which is downtown high school, so we'll probably need some parking. All right. Don't kick the ball into the cars. I think what we can do is we can just grab this and bring it down. Yeah, that way we can get some ball nets in place. Okay, these things are the bane of my existence. There we go. We'll get a couple of these in. Just trying to cram everyone in here, eh? Okay, well, we'll have to go with this one, and then we'll try to readjust things a little bit later. Alright, it's a bit glitchy right here, but that's fine. Got a huge parking lot for the soccer field and high school. I think we'll just have to live with that then. I think it kind of works though. And why don't we get one last item in here if it fits. That urban hockey rink, pretty cool. And we'll just kind of fill this last part in with some trees. And then we'll get going on the university. All right. Let's get this concrete in here. Gonna chase that away. And I think we're good with concrete. We'll say these are planters or something. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's just get that that ball fence in place. Oh, almost got it. Fantastic. Okay, well, you know, it'll just be dangerous on Manitoba Street here. But at Manitoba High School. And yeah, okay, so get that in place, and now that should be supporting a lot of, and there's a temporary bus over here too, which is nice. And then this will support a lot of the downtown, and then we can look at starting the university. So we're just gonna place down the first few buildings. So we got James Street here. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll get a bit of from Young Boulevard here. I think what we'll do is we'll kind of connect to James Street, find a good connecting point. Yeah, right here works. It's fine with me. Actually, let's try to make it a bit even here. So why don't we just try to find a good little section here? So that's 1,000, 100. Okay. Well, I think that'll work. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 squares. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna kind of leave that as like a bit of a park here, and then right in this section we're going to kind of go into a bit of, now see, I was thinking here we could go into like a bit of a small roundabout, which could be cool, or we kind of just branch off like this into the university. Probably should have done a bit more planning into what I wanted to do. Yeah, and then we'll get this as an exit, this as an entrance. Right off of Kings Park here. Okay, so now let's. Should I make this a bit of an oval or a square? Why don't we go out about 6 units here? 12 units. And then I think right here what we'll do is we'll just make it look a bit nicer by getting one of our favorite. You know what we could do actually is we could use one of these. I love this road. It's a bit too big. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, I was using the tree one. Oh, darn. Oh, no. There we go. We'll upgrade this. All right, and so we're already using the campus area. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to, yeah, this is the campus area. All right, I'm just going to extend it out a bit more because we're definitely going to take up a lot of space with this, and that's okay with me. So the theme I'm kind of going for with the university is we're going to go with the liberal arts school, and what we'll do is it's going to be, yeah, that's right, that's even, right? Yeah. It's going to be themed kind of off of some universities in Canada, but I'll also just kind of let it fly and let it grow. So I'm going to say we're going to kind of go with the theme that it started off as a pretty small university and has since grown into a much larger one. Very cool. I've actually never done a liberal arts university in my YouTube series before. Okay, so bring water in. Just cut right across the lawn. And yeah, bring it right in. There we go. Okay, that worked. And then from here, what I like doing is, the reason why I made this kind of a bit of a loop is we might get a tram through here or something like that, and we can use this space for the tram stop. We can bring it right into the school as well. Yeah, it looks like a really nice building. Okay, well, let's continue on. So what did we unlock? We unlocked the dormitories. So there's a couple places we could look at putting in some dorms. They're pretty cool. But what I like doing first is placing them down and seeing if they have parking attached to them, because some of the assets have parking, and this one doesn't have parking. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's look at getting in this pathway. Whoa, this pathway is a bit weird. It's like covered by the building a bit. All right, well, we'll live with it. We're gonna go with the university pathway. So I'm thinking we get some dorms along this interchange a bit. It's a good use of the undesirable space, and when I went to university, my dorm was right off of a highway, so I don't feel bad doing this. Now it would be the back of the dorm that would be there, so let's make sure that is the case. 136 degrees, that's fine. I'll bring this up on a 90-degree angle. Perfect, okay. And then we'll just move this dorm. Yeah, I think this is still a bit too far from what I was hoping, so let's bring it back to about here. And we'll delete all this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll get one right about here. I'll take it back. Probably wasting a ton of money doing this. Okay, and then we'll get another one. All right, so let's just readjust this road a bit. That's fine with me. And let's smooth it out. All right, so we're gonna use this pathway right here, and we're just going to go right. Okay, let's turn some guidelines off here. Oop, set guidelines off. Bring this right down to about here. And we'll connect up like so. We'll use move it to smooth this all out a bit. Whoops. Move it. There we go. And I just want to get this really precise because this is not exactly safe at the moment. And that's because we need fence. I'm going to go with the zoo fence. Whoa, what the heck? Alright. Because I want this to be pretty much a barrier. And because students are animals, right? Party animals, that is. Okay. Now let's get this one connected. Let's go home. Perfect. What the heck? Why is it doing that? Alright, and we'll get this to swing across. And then we'll get this one to just swing over. Now I don't really suspect people are going to use this. This is more for the look. Okay, so let's grab move it here, and I'm just going to get them both down to the same height. And hopefully that should change things up a little bit. And let's get some water into this the school. We're going to use the pathways here. So what else did we unlock here? So we got the Liberal Arts Study Hall. I think this would probably be Well, it'll probably look good right here. Unless it has a parking lot. It does. Okay, so that is a good spot for it after all. Make sure its height is fine. Very cool. And, you know, our population did grow up a little bit. The groundskeeping building. Now, this is always a bit of a challenge to find, like, a proper spot for it. So, has a parking lot. I don't think it would look out of place right here. As long as we had, like, a dirt path. Yeah, why don't we do something with this? Okay, so, let's grab... I'm just thinking which one I should grab here. Let's turn guidelines back on. Let's get this to come out literally like that. And then what I want is the dirt road. Oh, that's not the dirt road. No! That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna grab both these and just gonna scooch it out a bit. And we definitely need to make sure that there is, first of all, a yield sign there. Not even in crosswalks. Like, this is... this node shouldn't even really exist. Whoops. And then we can even just like hammer this point home. Oh no! What did I do? Okay, just hammer this point home. There we go. I'm just gonna use the intersection marking tool here, just to make this look even more like a middle node. Look at that. Okay, like it doesn't even exist. Okay, and then now we can throw the groundskeeping building in here, and we can say that maybe the city has bought this, the university's bought this like older house, and they've turned it into the groundskeeping. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, let's grab some really like crappy trees. Fantastic. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll get a dirt path, and we'll just get it to yeah, let's turn the guidelines back off again. We'll get this dirt path to just connect up. I don't want it to actually... I didn't want it to actually connect. I just wanted it to kind of make it seem like it would. So by using move it. Yeah, perfect. I'm just going to scooch this over. Okay, so now like the guy's truck can scooch over there. Yeah, okay, pretty cool. Now let's look at getting in the rest. So we got the groundskeeping building. Now we got the drama club. And what better place to fit in this than by the dorms? It's a pretty small building. Plus it kind of fills in the space too. I know we're just kind of building all in the same corner here, but I think that by placing this building here, it'll work in the end. So I'm gonna try to lower this building. Whoops. Let's try to lower this building a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And I think what we can do is we can just get a couple of these trees to kind of just fill in this space a bit more. Okay, I think we'll leave that for now. And one day I think what we're going to come back here, we'll do like a whole decorating episode our detailing episode of the university. Now I know I've said a bunch of times we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be doing a detailed or a detailing episode, and we never really have, but we will. School of Education. Okay, holy cow, this one is big. I don't know if it'll really fit off of here. So what we can do is we can kind of make like a secondary campus with it. So let's see if we need that for the attractiveness. Well, we don't really need it right now. Smith Academy of Arts. Okay, we're going to name this. Let's call it Brockton University, actually. Brockton College? Does that sound good? No, I think university sounds good. Brockton University. There is a Brock University in Canada, but this is Brockton University. Okay, so let's just look at maybe adding in another dorm or study hall. We could just kind of mirror this. No, let's get another dorm in. I think that's a good idea. Now, sometimes I've never done this with these buildings yet. These buildings would clip together perfectly. So now it seems like it's just one giant dormitory, right? So what we'll do because of that is we'll just grab these two. I'm just going to center it. Yeah, I always love making sure that the assets that we're using, like we respect their original form. And sometimes, though, when we're looking at the factories, for example, we're looking for where the people who work there would walk into the factory, for example. Oops. Oh no. Now we're looking to see if we can respect the, we're looking to see if we can utilize the building's natural features to our advantage. Look at that. There's barely any clipping. I don't even know if I could get it any better than that. That's pretty darn good. And this tree is pretty much just one big tree. Okay, so let's just scooch both of them over just a touch more. Whoops. Because I want to get this pathway to go right here. Very cool. Okay, so let's now grab this, and we'll make it a bit. Ooh. I just wanted to make it seem like people have been walking back here. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. All right. So we're kind of setting ourselves up for the bigger buildings in the future. And you know what we can do? We can decorate this with some cool features. Now I know we're going to get like a fountain and stuff like that, so I want to make sure that it's not gonna we can't just use it there, for example. But one thing we definitely need to get in here is a parking lot, and I'm not going to use it here. This is going to be like a bit of a park. I'm thinking right over here I think might actually work, so maybe we're going to build 2 whole parks in this episode, or parking lots. So we could use a parking garage as well. But let's start off with this big one. We'll go to about here. And then we'll take our connecting road. Oh no, let's undo that. I want to make sure that I'm keeping these two together. Try to find a good harmony between the two. Okay, let's actually undo that. I can hold Alt down, not Control. There we go. And now we can utilize this space for decoration, and we can also get this in place. Oh no. Okay, so something that does happen sometimes. So we're gonna make sure that they're both the same height, and that all the nodes around it, whoops, are also the same height. Yeah, we'll put it to that height. There we go. So now hopefully I can get this in. Yeah, okay. If you didn't notice before, they were kind of going into the ground a bit. So, I mean, technically we should probably leave a bit of a spot here for people to get out on the left-hand side. So we'll do that. Not a ton of space that we left them, but it's enough. And then what we can do is we can get some electric vehicle parking. And we'll just place these down, just like this. And we'll put some more over here. Come on, there we go. All right, and I mean, I guess we should probably have some of this, even though it's not really the best spots for him. So I think we'll just kind of forego that. Now let's place this right here. And we'll just kind of roughly place these ones in. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not gonna look at this too much more, but it's always good to just make sure that we get as many in as we possibly can. Okay, this darn thing is so darn fidgety. It frustrates the heck out of me sometimes. Probably should have done them the other way, but maybe we'll say like this is, those are the spots where we have handicap parking. All right, so now that we got this parking lot in place, we'll say this has to be like a paid parking for the school or something like that. Let's just fill in the concrete. Whoops. Okay, and we'll swing this over. We could pave this whole thing in. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, and we can get some planters or something like that in here. We'll go with these ones. Single crop line tool. Okay, let's put them right here. Got 4. Yeah, it's nice. Fills in the space. Okay, we're gonna leave the rest open. Let's just see if we have enough. Yeah, campus attractiveness is perfect. And we're just gonna make sure we get some academic works. So we're going to bump up, sorry, my recording button's right here. So just gotta make sure that I don't mess it up too much. So I think what we'll do is we'll just increase our chances a bit, but we'll give a grant for literature. Okay, and we'll let everything else sim out. And yeah, we're making money on this too, which is pretty nice. Okay, so we got a pretty good start to the university. And High Square, that's a pretty funny name. We'll call it Universities. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll call it University Square, I guess. All right, and the themes will enable theme manager. Yeah, I think we'll just kind of, yeah, you know what? I just want to make sure that it's international in here. So yeah, okay. And city planning. Yeah, I think we'll just leave everything for now. Okay, cool. Well, University Square is pretty good. I think what we'll do is we'll get like some residential out this way. I think we're going to change this intersection up to a bit of a stack interchange. We're going to bring, or maybe like a diverging diamond or something like that. And we'll bring a connecting piece into here, which will also connect into the university this way. But I think what we're doing here is we're using the space very well. And I think it's going to pay off in the end. So I just can't stop playing the game, you know, guys? Okay, so let's turn Property Anarchy on. Let's get some of this in here. And let's get some small trees. All right, I think we did a pretty fine job at doing this, don't you think? Well, yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll catch you next time. Just trying to find a good view. Is this a better view? No, we gotta see this, show the front of the building, right? Have a great day, and peace out.